It's hike day on the LIVIN in Sedona Channel, which is where you've landed. I'm Cami. I'm a local real estate agent that serves Sedona and the Verde Valley area. And today we are hiking one of my favorite trails because it's short, sweet, and has amazing views. It is a Brewer Trail located off of Brewer Road, just behind Tlaquepaque. We are getting started right now. So Brewer Trail, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it before we get started. Located off of Brewer Road, right behind Tlaquepaque, as I just said. This is a great substitute trail if you want to hike Airport Loop, but let's say you went up Airport Road to park in the parking area and there was no parking spots because it's so busy. It's a very popular spot. A lot of people go there. Trying to get a parking spot is difficult. This is a really good substitute because not a lot of people use this trail or know about this trail. So just go down to the 89A a little ways, and the first roundabout where Coldwell Banker, my office, and Filiberto's is, make a right onto Brewer Road, and then you'll just follow that up, and the trailhead is actually, the trailhead's on the right, but the parking lot's on the left. It's a very small parking lot, only about 3 to 4 cars can fit there, but it takes you to the same spot as the airport loop. So it's really essentially the same trail, but it seems to be less crowded on this side, which makes it much more enjoyable for you, so you can enjoy the views. I will tell you, it's near the airport. So guess what? It's not gonna be quiet. You're gonna hear airplanes. I'm sure we'll have airplanes during our video today because that's just how it goes with me and videos and airplanes. But anyway, it's still a challenging hike because right off the bat, and you'll see as we're gonna get started here, you are climbing. It's not scrambling, but you're going and up in elevation. You're going to gain about 374 feet with this trail. It's about 1.5 miles, and really, you can do it quick and in under an hour if you wanted a quick trail. But give yourself that extra time for relaxation, meditation, taking in the beautiful views, and of course, getting a snack. So just give yourself maybe 1.5 hours so you can get all that in. All right, are you ready? I'm ready because I can't wait to get up there and just take it all in. So let's go. All right, so as you can see, we're getting started and we're climbing right on the start. I wanted to mention you could bring your dog, and this is definitely a highly trafficked mountain bike path trail. Before we were getting started, there were just like 5 of them that came up off the trail. So keep that in mind. Make sure you listen for the spokes. So dogs can come. No e-bikes, I don't believe. But you can ride bike. As we came around the bend, we noticed this family of 4 deer. We were quite interested as to what we were doing. Kind of was interrupting their peaceful grazing time. So on this side of the trail, you'll start to see the Broken Arrow area, Merry-Go-Round Rock, and then as we kind of turn around, you'll start to see Steamboat Rock and Wilson Mountain there, and that's where that green area is where you'd head up through the canyon. This trail was actually pretty active with wildlife today. As we came around another bend, I'm not sure if these deer were following us or if this was a second set of deer that decided to take a peek at what we were doing in their domain. As you can see, we are still climbing in elevation. Nothing like a scrambling adventure, but definitely walking uphill consistently. So expect to be out of breath. There are several areas on the trail where you do have these natural staggered steps. So if you have any knee issues, then you would just want to take your time here, but be aware that this trail has probably about, a good 5 areas of stair stepping that are resembling what you're seeing on the video now. So this portion of the trail is where you should be able to look down towards 179 and see Castle Rock there. You can also, Cathedral Rock and Castle Rock. I'm not sure if Greg will be spanning over, but you would probably be able to see Bell Rock and Courthouse Butte as well. The sun is on the wrong side of the trailhead today, so I'm sure looking down that way will be difficult. If the trail seems a little empty today, that's because it is. As I said earlier, this trail is not traveled a lot. I don't feel like anytime we've ever been on it have we seen huge groups of people. So I think you can naturally expect that if you did do this trail, you really are going to have a lot of quiet time in the way of not a whole lot of people. As we approach the summit, we're going to see more people, but it's been kind of nice. We have had the trail pretty much to our lonesome besides the deer who were curious about us. I think this trail is good for kids because there's not like a lot of scary parts in it where they could fall or whatever. This would probably be the most scariest part, don't you think? And as you can see, the trail is large enough so they would stay on trail. So that's why I think this trail is good if you have kids, because it's shorter and it's like Devil's Bridge. You're not going to fall off of that, and you're not like climbing cliffs on Cathedral Rock. You know what I mean. Your parents, you know. And once you get to this area, you're kind of That point is called the Sedona Summit, and we will go up there when we are finished with this trail, as this trail kind of just ends there. And if it's not on your bucket list, it should be both beautiful views of Sedona. So one of the reasons I like this trail is because it's in the middle of town. And so what happens is, you're walking to this area, you're seeing down to like off of 179. So you're seeing Bell Rock, Cathedral Rock, all that beautifulness down through there. And then when you get to this spot, you're on the other side of town. You can see Thunder Mountain and Chimney Rock and Coffee Pot Rock and Wilson Mountains over here. So it's like one of the best trails to see all of Sedona's rock formations. Like you just get it all on this trail, which is why it's just amazing. side. So we're on Airport Road is right here below us. So we basically came in the back way. And this is the, I don't know if Greg can get you're getting it. The parking lot is what I was talking about that's usually packed. And right now it looks like there might be 2 or 3 spots, but it's not a busy, super busy time of week here. It is the month of December. I like to try to tell you when I'm here. We are having a gorgeous weather. You guys, I have stripped 2 layers off on this hike already. It's supposed to be a high of 70 today. So we are on December 19th. It's 70 degrees in Sedona right now. Alright, Greg says that there's 100 steps
to the summit.
I don't know that I believe him, and I don't know if that's accurate because my leg span is not the same as his, so I'm going to count them in my head as we go. So we reached the top of the summit for looking out onto all of Sedona, and I did not count 100 steps, just so you'll know. I counted 76 steps. And I have shorter legs, so I don't think Greg counted right. But we came down a little bit off from the very top just to give you this great view, and there's a lot of people up there, so we wanted you to be able to hear what I was saying. So I just want to give you my closing thoughts. This is a very popular spot for sunrise and sunset because it just shows you all of Sedona. So on one side you get this, Thunder Mountain, Chimney Rock. You can look all the way down into Cottonwood and you have the Mingus Mountains and you have Wilson Mountain. You just have this great view. And then on the other side is, you know, looking down to 179, you can see Bell Rock, Cathedral Rock, Courthouse Butte, you know, all of that. I just can't show it to you right now because the sun just gives you black mountains because the sun is so bright today, which I'm not complaining. But it's really one of those trails that gives you amazing views, all of Sedona. You can see all of Sedona right at this central spot. So it's a great trail for that. I also wanted to mention, I know I mentioned it was great for kids. Just keep in mind that elevation, you know, I mean, it'll get energy out of them. I mean, but it's a safe trail for kids. I hope that this trail was fun for you, and I hope that if you have any questions about anything in Sedona or any trails, anything to do with Sedona real estate or the market, happy to answer any questions. Just reach out to me. A lot of people do, and I thank you for doing that. I like interacting with the viewers, so thank you for doing that, and keep doing it. I really appreciate it. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you found the information helpful, and I will see you next week. Make it a great day at Living in Sedona.